country right now and traveling. I've been traveling 2 weeks out of the month. So I guess my official titles are I'm a filmmaker and a communications expert.
Tell me about the film.
So yeah, we have a movie right now. It's called You Racist, Sexist, Bigot, and you haven't even seen it.
I have not. I'm so sorry, Pita.
Anyways, it's amazing. You Racist, Sexist, Bigot, and we do get a lot of a lot of eyes on this because people are just like, wait, what's the name of it?
Nice.
But yeah, so those are the chapters of the film. So that's why we named it. Yeah. So there's different people who are telling their story about their experience just being themselves. So, we start the movie with Cash, who is a black man from Ferguson, and he just tells us his story of like what it's like to be a black man in America today.
Yeah.
We have stories of women being raped. We have, and these can seem very intense, but there's also so much beauty in just listening to people, right? Because as much as I want to say that the movie isn't political, everything it really is political, but it's also about how we're relating to different people with our stories and our experiences, right? Because some people might not want to talk to me because I'm a progressive person, but if I share a story that hits home with them, right? Like just like you and I, right? Like we are very different people, but we've shared so many of our stories that we've created such a beautiful friendship because I see so many similarities in our culture of where we come from and the stories that we relate to. So to me, it's all about like, we need to start talking to people and we need to stop leaving sometimes the bullshit that keeps us away and just kind of talk to people about your life, right? Like say hi to your fucking neighbor who is wearing a turban. Like this fear thing that people have of what they don't know about a trans woman and documented people who are Muslim, people in their religion, and it's terrible because sometimes we're just judging and we're stereotyping people because of the color of their skin or the accent that they have or who they choose to love, right? And the film really follows all these different people and their experiences. And in reality, this is just a way of raising consciousness that we need to relate to people with our stories. And we need to sit the fuck down and we need to listen, right? Because sometimes we're just talking and we're watching, right? Like this whole world is and the technology that we have available at our fingertips also just gets in the way of us listening to people and having conversations that we're not having, and therefore we're so quick to say, yep, all people from Iraq are terrorists.
And that's why I kind of like the podcasting because it's more genuine. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to do it for the YouTube, and I'll start doing video soon.
Good.
But when you hear the voice of somebody who isn't trying to make a certain face to convince you in a certain way, you're just hearing the tone. And the tone, I think, carries a lot.
Yeah,
when
totally.
you hear somebody that
that's
says,
a big part of storytelling, right?
Absolutely.
Like the tone, the voice, the storyline. Yeah, those are all really important. So the movie, we screened and we had our film at the Lebanese Film Festival, which was, a huge thing for me, just because the movie does talk, it follows a trans undocumented woman at a pride parade. So there's a lot of LGBTQ stuff in there. And in a place like Lebanon, where all that stuff.
Were these people scared talking about their situation?
People are courageous,
How do you deal with that when you're interviewing
you need courageous people to be leaders and to say, I'm going to put myself out there because I know that there's millions and millions of people who have and share my experience. But somebody's got to come out and say it.
So you don't have to convince them generally, but I'm sure you've come across somebody who doesn't want to say it because of fear.
Yes, of course, but then that's not the person that we want on the film, right?
Yeah.
We want that courageous leader.
How do you
have that conversation?
Find the person? How do you assure them that you're not there to hurt them? Mm-hmm. How do you...
Yeah.
I mean, that's hard,
It is, especially
as a refugee.
Yeah, I mean, especially
when somebody comes and says, like when the first Iraqi or Iranian war and stuff, or the thing happened, all my family was like, don't tell them we're from Iraq.
Yeah. And I mean, I could tell you this with like people who are undocumented. For so long, they live in the shadows, right?
Yeah.
And they don't want to come out because they're scared, right?
Rightfully so.
But then you have you have people now who are out of the shadows, and again, they are putting their lives at risk, right? Now everybody knows that you are undocumented here. But to the question of how you find people and how do you work the story, it's a matter of identifying somebody's experience, and nobody's story is better than anybody's.
Right.
And we do that a lot. I mean, with everything, right?
Yeah,
who gets the front page of the New York Times and who doesn't, right? So I think for us it was really a process of identifying people who wanted to share their story and people who had very different stories, right? So throughout the whole movie, we follow this woman who, fits every single one of those chapters. Because there's people who just fall into the bigot chapter. There's people who just fall into the racist chapter.
Yeah.
But this woman falls into all of them because she's an undocumented trans woman who, just by her going to the store, gets harassed by men. She talks about how she can't even have a relationship with children because the parents, not even the kids, dude, the parents see her as a monster and they don't want her children around her. And she's just like, it's so crazy to me that people are so scared of what they don't know. And all they have to do is take the time and talk to her. She's amazing.
Fear, I can understand the fear. The hate, I don't understand the hate. Fearing something you don't know, that makes sense. I understand that. But hating something you don't know, that's a horrible fucking thing. Because, okay, I don't know.
How do people fall into that hate, is the question.
My opinion, religion,
well,
government, society, everything's based on some way of hating another person. What's religion? Religion says, we're good. We're going to go to a great place. They're bad. They're going to go to a horrible place. That's like, so we got to hate them? No, don't hate them, but they're horrible people. We got to love everyone. How do you fucking love somebody that's going to go to hell forever? But then there's the government that says, at this age, you're the good guy. At this place, you work for us. You're the good guy. Well, we're fucking bombing other people. How are we the good guys? So, Kanye West was on David Letterman, and he...
Oh, you saw that episode?
Oh, yeah. I did a podcast on it, actually.
Oh, wow. I'll have to watch it.
So he said there's no bad thoughts or good people or bad people, because we're all people. We all have bad times and all have good times. And that's the thing, that, like, if a good person does something bad, we hide it. He didn't do that. The priest didn't do that. He's a good person. That cop has been serving 15 years, and he only did that one thing one time to that one kid. No, motherfucker. We're all equal. But every part of everything, even our nature says we have to divide. Am I safe? I'm safe with this group. Who's that group? I don't know that group. They're not safe. Our group is safe. Come stay with us. And then you go and join that group, and they fucking end up fucking you, beating you, robbing you, stealing from you. And you're like, hey, what? You said you're good. They're like, oh, you got a complaint? Go to the complaint department. What? Okay, go to the complaint department. I want to file a complaint. Oh, you think you can fucking complain? I'm like, dude, I'm doing what you guys said I should do. And then I get in trouble because, what?
Yeah.
Everything's designed.
People just want to be safe, right?
Everything is designed for hatred. We're not like, even donations. Like the Yang Gang guy, he wants to give everybody $1,000 a month. Okay. There's no question. Are you taking drugs? Are you gonna spend that money on food? No. Here's your $1,000. You're American. America's making shitloads of money. Here's a fucking $1,000 a month. But food stamp, fucking welfare. Oh, you got to jump through fucking hoops, motherfucker. You're hungry. You're going begging for food, which, by the way, is the money that we put in. So it's not like we're taking from rich people money. That's my tax money that I paid in, so that when I need the help, that you give back to me.
Yep.
So and I know this because I fucking went through the experience of it. I get there, I'm like, oh, I want to find. Oh, well, you sure? You don't look hungry. Are you fucking whatever? And all this bullshit.
They make you go through fucking hurdles to get what was rightfully yours
in a degradative manner. That's the fucking part. So I called whoever you're supposed to call, right? The 800 number that's posted everywhere in the food stamp fucking offices. If your rights were violated, or if you think they blah blah blah. I said, okay, let me call these fucking guys. They're like, oh, file a complaint. I'm like, what's the number for? The number is so we could tell you where to send the letter. So I call the 800 number. They tell me where to send the complaint letter. I send the complaint letter, and they're like, we'll investigate it. How long? We have 30 days to investigate. Motherfucker, I'm hungry. Mm-hmm. I'm hungry.
Wow.
Well, you want me to wait 30 days for you?
You went through that process?
All of it. All of it. I even filed a complaint. They would not let me see the judge. They fucking surrounded me and were standing over me. They're like, sign this now.
Wow.
And I'm a big guy, so if I do anything, instantly I'm arrested.
Yeah.
Instantly I'm the fucking bad guy.
Oh, yeah.
Plus my veteran status, plus my mental status, and all this other shit.
Mm-hmm.
But there's no fucking, like, let's listen to his story.
Yeah, man, the system. Fuck. They really, when people do say fuck the system, for real, fuck the system. Everything is against you, dude.
Everything.
If you're a poor person of color,
every motherfucker.
Everything is against you. Everything will. Like, people, like, white people don't understand, like, no, bro. Look, everything is against me.
Yeah.
Right? Like, if I was a young black man, fuck.
Yeah.
I would be so afraid.
Oh yeah.
All the time.
Every fucking minute.
That I could just be walking down the street and they can't find a fucking suspect because they're terrible fucking investigators and they're bad cops.
Yeah.
And then I could literally just get pulled off from the street and be like, oh, this guy did it.
Yep.
And this is reality. This has been happening for years.
Every fucking day.
Years.
Every day.
We're not making shit up.
Yeah.
This really does happen.
Yep.
I was just watching this, the When They See Us by Ava DuVernay, who she's really, telling stories about the school to prison pipeline and how black men in America are getting arrested for not doing, well, nothing. And she tells a story about these kids in Harlem. Do you remember that? And they were accused of raping a woman.
Oh yeah.
That was jogging.
Yep. And
Trump came out and said, give them the death penalty.
Yep.
And then 35 years later, they were like, oh wait, it wasn't them.
Yep.
And the kids were just fucking around at the park.
Wrong place, wrong time.
Wrong place, wrong time.
Wrong skin color.
Wrong skin color. Yeah.
Just like that.
And that shit, it was really hard to watch. I was just like, geez, man, like, how can this happen in America? Like, are these people so lazy and stupid that they're just like grabbing fucking people from the streets and being like, tag, you're it?
There's a lot more to it. I've worked with cops. I was security. I might still be a cop. There's a lot to it. And yeah, just to avoid the fucking getting killed by them.
Yeah, I'm a cop too, motherfucker.
Dude, I'm on your side, dude. Just don't fucking shoot me.
Yeah.
Plus, no traffic tickets, and which is a whole nother fucking dirty fucking scandal.
Yeah. Give me your money.
So, my thing is, here's my, like, wow moment. Is like, I paid for that. Mm-hmm. I'm paying for that. I'm paying. The black families are paying taxes for cops to literally shoot and murder their children. Literally. That, to me, is mind-blowing. Yeah, sure, the system's fucked. Every system is fucked. The idea of a system is to fuck shit up, including ourselves. So, you can't have a good system. There has to be a system, every system. But the idea of this system is that if they fuck up, then you can file a complaint, and then we could get shit moving to fix it. Mm-hmm. But here's the thing. You file a fucking complaint, they come after you. The American idea is, if you go to the doctor and the doctor says you have cancer, the idea of curing that cancer is killing the doctor. Does that make sense?
Yeah. It's just like a mind fuck.
Yeah. Oh, I got cancer? Motherfucker, I'm going to kill you. Let's see if you're going to say I got cancer now. It's like, what the fuck? Like this, this is another topic I'd love to talk to you about. Julian Assange.
Who that?
He's the reporter that's on his way to death row because of the war crimes that the U.S. committed. He publicized it with WikiLeaks.